Okay, hello. Let's brighten this up a little bit. Ooh, let's go for about here. Okay. Um, being honest, I missed yesterday's planning. I just didn't get around to it. I didn't get around to it. So I'm going to have to fill it in today, which means I have to try and remember what I did yesterday. So that's going to be fun. So what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? In the morning, so I woke up. I have to go right from the beginning. I woke up. What time did I get up? Maybe that'll help me remember. Oh, the joys of fibromyalgia. This is why I write my line a day and stuff in, because a lot of the time it just completely disappears. Like now, I haven't got a clue what I did yesterday. I just cannot remember. It will come to me the more I sort of think about it, but I used to sort of go through life and then think, oh, where has my life gone? I don't know what I've done. I've got no memories. I can't think of anything. And it's quite disturbing because it feels like your life's just sort of disappeared and disintegrated. So I really like having all this here to sort of jog my memory, because once I see it, the memories start coming back, but I can't sort of spontaneously bring them up. So this is why I like keeping all this and my line a day stuff and things like that. So what did I do yesterday? Yesterday was a Friday. So I took Tristan to school. Lee was going to go and work, but he didn't. He stayed home. I think I was pretty lazy for the first part of the morning. Then Mum came round, so I was sociable. Mum came around. I count being sociable as spending time with anybody that aren't Lee, Ridley, or Tristan, because sometimes I really struggle to sort of get out and be around people. Obviously, my mum's a lot easier to be around, but it's still, she came over and I spent time with her for a little bit. I cleaned the kitchen. My lovely, lovely mum, she did my dishes for me. She's such a star. I was so overwhelmed with it all. Still haven't got around to that laundry. That's on my list of things to do today. I will get it done today. Right, so the kitchen, and then I did try and have a rest, but it just, I couldn't relax, so I didn't end up resting. I tried to do some editing. It wasn't very successful, but I did try and do some. I did a little bit of art. I did the cooking. I feel like I went shopping yesterday. I feel like I had to grab a couple of bits. Did I go shopping yesterday? I don't know. Nope, I don't know. I think that'll have to do for that day because I just cannot remember. This is why I really should do it in the evenings. I didn't have a rest. No exercise or anything. Although something really good happened yesterday. You know, my obsession with Casey Golden? It's just got bigger. She left a message. She left a comment on my video. I saw it and I showed Lee and he was like, what's all the fuss about? I was like, it's so exciting. So yeah, I've been really like proper fangirling over it. I might actually have to print it out and put it up on my wall, a little message, just as a sort of, you know, a confidence boost, I think. But yeah, so I'm super proud of that. I'm really excited, and I'm so grateful that she actually took the time out to leave a message for me. So that was good. So my mood through the day was pretty average, and then in the evening when I got the message, I was like, I was really excited and happy. So I'm going to sort of put it not right at the top, but not midway. It's going to go somewhere in between to sort of average it out. My energy was pretty low again. It was better than the few days before. My sleep. How did I sleep that night? Oh no, that was when I dreamt I have really awful dreams, really, really awful. I should put a trigger warning here actually, for abuse, sexual abuse. But yeah, I dreamt that I was being raped by like a big mafia group gang, and it was just awful. Usually, before anything really bad happens, I wake up, but I had to actually dream through that, and it was just very disturbing. It was really, really disturbing, and it sort of repeated on me for the rest of the day, which is why I used to write my dreams down, because once they were down on paper, I felt like they were out of my head. But I don't have that section anymore because last month I really slacked on it, and I thought I'm not going to put more pressure on myself, but probably should have written it down. It's eased off now. It has eased off, but sometimes they're so intense. So I didn't sleep brilliantly, but it was better than the night before. My pain, the same. I can tell usually how bad my pain levels for the day are going to be by pressing my thighs with my fingertips, because with my thyroid pain, this sort of pressure is okay because it's spread, whereas that sort of pressure hurts, and my legs are most sensitive to it. So if I know that I can sort of, do a bit of smushing on my leg and it's not too painful, usually that's a pretty good indicator of how I'm going to be that day. Yesterday the cat walked over me and it was so painful. She just walked across my legs, and she's tiny. You've seen her. She's really, well, you probably have if you've watched my videos, but she's really small, and it hurt. So I knew I was not 100% yesterday, but it did ease off as the day went. So it started quite high and then eased off, but I'm rambling, sorry, but I'm just going to put it as average. My stress wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It seems to be going down. And then I really wasn't particularly productive. I just that's borderline productive because I tidied. Habit building. So we're on this line. I did try and have a bit of water. That was because I ran out of juice. So I was sort of forced to. I didn't do my skincare again. I didn't end up doing it the night before. So, or was it last night? I'm getting confused. But I didn't do my skincare, and I didn't do it last night either. Oops. And I didn't do my planning either. Nope. No, I did. I spent some time with Ridley. Playing and stuff. Tristan. I don't really think I spent any time with Tristan yesterday. I mean, obviously I chatted with him and I asked how his day was and I picked him up from school and we did all that sort of stuff, but we didn't really sit by ourselves and have a proper chat. So, cooking, bit of cleaning, still haven't done that laundry. Is there a little person on the stairs? No? Nobody there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Oh, I thought, what are you doing?
Do you know where that's Ladybug speaker is?
No, I don't. But that's Daddy's anyway, so you'd have to ask Daddy first if you could use it. But I don't know where that is, babe, sorry.
But he's not here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can use it just because he's not here. All the more reason not to use it, because he can't give you permission. You see?
Do you have a speaker?
I don't have a speaker, sorry. Why, what are you up to?
I'm listening to music.
Oh, right. Well, you'll just have to make do for now, babe, I'm afraid. Sorry. And average. So, I'll share this information with you because you're my patrons. I track my relationship because me and Lee both suffer with mental health issues, depression and anxiety and that sort of thing. And last year it got so bad that we nearly broke up. I was sort of okay, but Lee hit a really, really bad depression. And it went on for months and months and months. And that's fine. I know what it's like to be depressed. I understand that. But it started to become more than just the depression. I think he was like a different person, and I just was really struggling to cope with it. And it got to a point where it felt like the only thing to do was to end the relationship. But I didn't want to do that because I love him, and he's the father of my children, and I wanted to stick with him. So I thought, we'll see how it goes, and we'll just stick it out. And it has been much, much, much better. We had like this big blow up sort of thing, and we had a really good heart to heart. We had a chat, we discussed his meds and what he needed to do to sort of make himself feel better. And I sort of, encouraged him into doing his acting and stuff, and that has helped hugely. I knew it would. I knew he needed something more than just a home life, and he works. He doesn't work a normal 9 to 5. He's commission based, so he goes on an appointment if he gets one, and then if he sells, he gets the income from it. But he doesn't enjoy that job, and the leads went really, really, really quiet. So we were getting like hardly any income. So that on top, the stress on top of everything didn't help. But he just ended up being stuck at home, not doing much all day. So it was really, really difficult on our relationship. So I decided that I needed to track how our relationship is going. More in depth, because I can't remember. People, like my family, say to me, oh, you remember this happened the year before and blah, blah, blah. And I sort of vaguely remember how bad it was, but it seems to be a cycle because Lee suffers from SAD syndrome, the seasonal something or other disorder. So it does come in cycles. So I started tracking how we are in our relationship, and it's been going pretty good. If I get this one here, okay, so here, and I'll zoom in. So if it's going well, we get one of these. If it's just average and we're just, plodding along, then we get the line this way. And then if it's going really well, I get a line that goes up, so it's sort of pointing up. And then I get a wobbly line for, ooh, things don't feel quite so good. And then I'll get a backwards, one of these the other way around, a backwards one, if things aren't going well at all. And then a downwards one if it's really starting to become serious. So this helps me track just our relationship, how our relationship is going, and whether or not we need to spend more time with each other and how things are going. Now, this is March, I think. Yes, this is March, and things were going really, really well. In April, this is quite personal, but it might help some of you. Things started to level out and get a little bit wobbly, and still we're pretty average at the minute. So I think I'm going to have a discussion with him about us spending a bit more time together and talking more openly and honestly with each other. I've been trying to do a lot of work with my YouTube channel, and I really want to sort of build up this Patreon page because you're my most important people, and I've completely neglected it, and I'm really, really, really sorry. But I'm going to do my best to start uploading more content. So obviously these sort of mini plan with me's, they're not fantastic unless I've got something great to say. But it gives you an idea and a bit of insight, and you might pick up some things like with this relationship thing. So basically what I'm saying is I've been very busy, and he's been sort of a little bit distant. I don't think he's even noticed, but I've noticed it's affecting me. So I know I need to talk to him about that, and I can see that because it's going. It's not bad, but it's not going as well as it was. So, and I wouldn't really have noticed that had I not had this tracker. So it's really, really handy. So I know I need to have a bit of a heart-to-heart with him about that. Yesterday I was feeling really lonely. I was so lonely yesterday. Yeah, I just felt like, more to do with me and Lee, I think. I just felt like we weren't really connecting. We weren't really talking, and I was very lonely. Let's just leave it at that. And then Casey sent me a message, and I was, how do I even put that into words? I was excited. I was just happy. I was really happy. Yeah, excited and happy. So I lie in a day. Come on, Elise, what did you do? Mum visited. I did some. I've got a feeling I spent some time with Ridley, and we were playing and stuff. Oh, I wish I had a better memory. I'm gonna leave it. It's not the end of the world if I don't fill everything in. Yesterday I didn't have breakfast, but I did have a tuna baguette for lunch because Lee brought one. And then for dinner I did the chicken and bacon. Successes. That's an easy one. Casey commented. So usually I'd put in something that I've achieved for my successes to sort of boost me up and help me, you know, just remember that I'm doing well and I'm doing something good every day. So that doesn't really count because I didn't leave the message, Casey left it, but it's a success. It is a success, so it's going in. What could I have improved on it yesterday? I'm not going to put eat because I did have some lunch and I did have some dinner. Time with Tristan. Gratitude. Casey. My boys, very much my lovely boys. And my mum. And Lynn and Paul. Lee's mum and dad, because they really help us out. So that takes me on to today's planning, which is actually today. I did leave Friday. I didn't put anything in there. Lee is away today. He has gone on he's doing a film thing today. They're all sort of miniature little film things that he's doing, but he's on a film set. Sorry, I have to move. I'm hurting. He's on the film set. So Ridley is with Lynn and Paul all day today, and for a sleepover tonight. I asked her if she'd have him for the day and for a sleepover because the last few days with not getting a lot done, my list is just completely piled up. And I don't know about anybody else, but I find it a lot easier to get stuff done when my partner's not in the house. It's much easier to crack on. Ideally, Tristan wouldn't be here either because when he's around, I feel guilty that I'm not spending time with him and I'm doing other stuff. So if I do have a day like this, I try and make sure that both of them are off with other people doing something else and that they're having fun. You know, whether that be with grandparents or at a friend's house or something, I like to know that they're, you know, being entertained and loved and looked after while I'm busy doing other things. Luckily, Tristan's got his friends here at the minute, so they're upstairs playing. But my point is, I have a lot of stuff I need to get done today. I'm feeling fairly optimistic. Look, this is my water intake. What day did I have water? I did a day where I had a bit. Wednesday, so 1, 2, 3. So that would have been the third. 1, 2, 3. So that was yesterday. I've not been doing so well. So water. So I did make a list of things in my old planner yesterday while I was on the school run. I was waiting to pick Tristan up, and I made a list of all the things that I need to get done. So I need to do, Arteza sent me some really beautiful paints, some gouache paints. I'd never heard of gouache before, but they asked me to test them out, and I have tested them out, but I filmed it, but I still need to edit it and narrate it and do all that sort of thing. So I have to do that today. So the Arteza video. I want to revamp this Patreon page. And make it easier to upload more content. So I'm going to do some tweaking. Oh, I know what I did do yesterday. I spent some time replying to some comments. Excuse me. because I'm not very good at that sometimes. I tend to upload in the evenings because that's when most people are about, because you're all mostly in America, so our times are different. Usually when you're all up watching videos and stuff, I'm going to bed. So, yeah, sometimes I don't get back to the video in time to reply to all the comments and things. So I need to put aside some time for the YouTube comments to get some more replied to. Laundry. I have four wash baskets that are just full, piled high with clean clothes that I need to put away. I am doing that tonight. I am doing it. The insurance, I've already got that. I need to send off an email to my insurance people because I'm still off work. I need to message Lindsay, who's the lady that works for me in my shop, my sewing shop, because I'm a seamstress. And she's been working there while I've been off. So message Lindsay. I still haven't messaged Debbie or Pete. It's one of those where I know if I message them, because I don't speak to them very often, we need to sort of be able to catch up and have a proper chat. And either I'm too tired and my brain's too frazzled to actually be able to listen properly. I don't want to be sort of half-hearted in a conversation with my friends. I want to be all in and taking notice. And sometimes I know I haven't got that attention, especially if I'm having a really fuzzy, brain foggy day. It's like they're talking and it's going in and I'm listening, but it's not making any sense. So I don't like to message then, because we tend to call rather than message. And I think, oh, I'm going to be stuck sort of messaging back and forth or on a phone call when I've got lots of other stuff to do. But I need to schedule my friends in more and keep in contact with them, because I'm losing touch with all my friends and I hate it. I really, really hate it. Especially because my friends are... I have great friends. I have really, really fantastic friends. The ones that I've got are incredible, and they've been there for me for years and years through thick and thin. So I need to pay more attention to my friends and prioritise them. So I will call you, Debbie, and I will text you, Pete. I will do that today. I need to refill my pill pot. I've got like a Dosset box. My mum calls them a Dosset box. I don't know if that's what they're actually called. And it's a 2-week one. So I've got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah, 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 days of the week. And I fill with all my medication 2 weeks ahead. And then that way I don't forget to take them, because sometimes of an evening when I'm absolutely exhausted, the thought of just going into my drawer, pulling out all my different bits of medication, working out how much of this one to take and what that one is and all those different things, it's just too much. It sounds ridiculous because it's just taking tablets, but it's too much for me of an evening, and I always forget to do it in the day unless I make a note of it. So I'm going to make a note of it, make sure I fill out those 2 weeks in my pill pots, and then I'm set for the 2 weeks. The hamster, poor little hamster, he's a few days overdue of being cleaned out. He's all right. I did check him this morning, and it probably could go another few days, but I'd rather be on top of it so that he's all nice and clean. Right, I think that's it. I've not given myself any boxes to tick on these. So none of these things are done. They all need doing. Expecting to get them all done today, I think, is a bit of a stretch. What I'm going to do here, this Friday, I'm going to cancel that out, and I'm going to change it to Saturday. Because I didn't use this for the Friday. So now I have a full box for Saturday and Sunday, because I'm going to be doing more stuff, hopefully, while Lee's not here. And I'll write in that Lee's away here as well. So I am going to do some batch tasking today, because I've got a lot to do and I want to organise it as best I can. So today, the things that I really, really, really do need to do are is the Arteza. My spelling's atrocious. I always get people on my YouTube videos saying, "Ooh, you spelt this wrong," and I'm like, yeah, I know, my spelling sucks. I used to be really paranoid about it, And it's got to a point now where I think, you know what, my spelling is rubbish. I've tried so many times to get better at it. So if there's a word I know I can't spell, I will look it up and I'll try and remember how to spell it. If it's a word that I think I'm spelling right and it's not, I don't stress myself out about it anymore. There's more important things to worry about than whether or not I've spelt something right. Especially if it's something formal, obviously, I'll put more effort into it. But when it's just like this and it's just for me, I don't care if I've spelt something wrong because I know what I mean. It's just unfortunate that I'm sending it out into the world and I have internet people telling me that I'm doing it wrong. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So the RT's a patron. You lovely people, I'm going to put in for tomorrow because I want to make sure I'm dedicating some decent time to brainstorm and organise stuff. Hopefully Lee's going to be away. Lee says he might come back tonight if they don't need him tomorrow. I think he's somewhere in... I don't know where he is, I should really listen, but he's somewhere far away. So he might be staying the night tonight, but if they don't need him tomorrow, he's probably going to come back tonight. I'm kind of hoping that he stays there overnight and has to work again tomorrow because that gives me more free time to just crack on with stuff. But if he comes home, obviously I'll be chuffed. So I've got to be careful with what I put in for Sunday because I'm not sure whether or not he's going to be here and whether or not I'm going to be able to get much done. So I'm going to aim to get as much done today as I can. Right, so we've got laundry, super important. I need to crack on with it. It's ridiculous. I've been putting it off and putting it off. Although, to be fair, Lee has hands. It includes his clothes and his children's clothes. He could put them away. Could help. The insurance email. Insurance. That needs to be done today. YouTube comments can be done tomorrow. It's not desperate. I'm going to put Debbie and Pete on the same line because I'm going to do those exactly the same time. I know I am. Because they both involved my phone in sending a text message. I've decided to text them both, and that way, if I don't have time to get into a full-on conversation, because I'm rubbish, if someone calls me and we're having a chat, if I need to go, I feel really rude, sort of saying, oh, I can't talk to you anymore, bye. Obviously, there's nicer ways of doing it, but I'm not very good at ending a conversation if they're still willing to carry on. So what I'll do is I'll send texts, and then that way, if I can't reply straight away, I can reply later. So that's how I'm going to tackle that. I need to do my pill pot. Messaging Lindsay, I shall do tomorrow. And I will put the hamster, little Hammy, in here for today, but I won't panic if I don't get round to it till tomorrow, because like I said, I did check on him and he's okay. So that's my plan for today. It's already 1:45, because this morning Lee left really, really early, so I was sorting the kids out and getting them up and dressed and fed, and then I took Ridley over to his nan's, and me and Tristan went shopping, and then I did spend a little bit of time with Tristan. He asked me to watch him play a game on the PlayStation, so I did that for a little bit, and then obviously I'm filming this video, so it's now 1:45, but I'm not going to panic, because I could stay up till midnight tonight if I have to get all this done, because Lee's not here, and Ridley's not here, and tonight Tristan is going camping with my dad, so I'm going to have the evening completely all to myself. I'm going to have the house to myself. I'm hoping I'm not going to get freaked out, because I don't usually have the whole house to myself, so I'm not going to watch anything scary, because I am a wuss. It will freak me out, and I'll start thinking there's someone in the house with me. So yeah, wish me luck. The other thing I need to do is the videos that I filmed for these uploads for the Patreon page. I haven't actually had time to sit and edit, and if I have had the time, I haven't had the energy or the willpower. So these are all going to come at you in one blast. I hope you don't mind. And then at some point I need to edit these videos in a shortened version, all into one video for my YouTube channel. You guys get the more in-depth stuff, so I'm just going to do a sort of it's sped up version and do a voiceover. So, will I have time to do that today? Well, I'm going to put it in. I'll put it in, and then if I manage it, I mean, that's going to be a super duper bonus. I'm going to just put it as planning video. So, yeah, I'm going to... So if I do another one here... See, now it's messed up my batch tasking. Planning video, I'm going to put it as an aside, because if I get them done, it's a bonus. The planning video for YouTube and Patreon videos. So you might get them all tomorrow or possibly today. We'll see how I'm feeling. While I'm at it, I just wanted to say thank you very much to my patrons for coming along. I know I've got a few new people, so thank you very much. Thank you for the people that have stuck with me even when I've been absolutely rubbish at uploading. I really am going to try my very best to get on top of all this and bring more content to you. Yeah, I think that's it. It's quite a big ask for today. Energy levels today, I'm on an even keel. I haven't got lots, but I'm not feeling like I desperately need to lie down. I could do with the rest, but I'm gonna sort of push through it, and hopefully that'll be okay. So what I will do now... Oh, Shani's coming. My friend Shani is coming. I think she's supposed to be here. She said she finishes work at 12, so she'll be here sometime after that. It's now 10 to 1, so she could come any minute now, actually. Let's work this into batch tasking. So laundry, and the hamster, and the pill pot can all be done in one go. And then messaging Debbie and Pete, and then Arteza, and... you're right, monkey? And then Arteza and the insurance email I can do together. So I might get the house stuff done first, just to get it done and out the way, because Tristan's not going to be here later, like I say. So I'll have I'll be more able to just crack on with the Arteza stuff and the editing stuff when he's not here. So
you should know me anyway. People through the world that watch Elise's videos. Anyway, enjoy your video making.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, by the way, Mum, keep that in the video.
Okay, I shall keep it in the video. Yeah, so that is my day planned. Wish me luck, and I'll see you again this evening, because I'll fill in all this and I'll update you with how I did. Okay, bye bye.